Let me show you how to set goals that are inevitable. There is a little-known goal-getting strategy that very few people know about. This strategy helps you achieve your goals even if you have no willpower, no self-discipline, and procrastination is your middle name. Once you start using this strategy, your goals will become inevitable, something you can't escape, even if you change your mind. And in this video, I will show you what the strategy is and how I personally used it to develop a habit of waking up at 6 a.m. every day. As you know, traditional goal setting works as long as you work. There are ways to make goal setting easier and more fun, but at the end, you have to consciously apply the effort and take consistent action to achieve your goals. If you want to achieve any worthy goal, you need to become a master of self-discipline, laser-sharp focus, and perseverance. But for humans, it is not so easy to change behavior. It is not easy to do consistently what you need to do. We get a lot of resistance from our inner part that doesn't like change. There are so many obstacles that can come up, so many things can go wrong. There is always a chance that you can go off track, that you can get distracted. Traditional goal setting doesn't guarantee you anything. Your outcome totally depends on your effort, your ability to focus, and your determination. Your success fully depends on your inner resources. But there is an alternative approach very few people talk about. The approach that relies on external conditions, not on your inner motivation. What if instead on depending on your willpower, which so few of us really have in abundance, we would set up a certain external circumstances in place that would guide us, drive us, and literally force us to succeed? What if instead of just signing up for the gym membership in hopes to go there a few times per week, you would schedule a 2-month high-intensity workouts with a personal trainer and paid him in advance? What if instead of setting up an alarm for 5 a.m. in hopes to go for a run, you would arrange a running session with a friend who'd be banging on your door at 6 a.m. if you're not ready? What if instead of writing your book for 5 years in hopes to finish it someday, you would announce it first to the list of 1,000 subscribers and thousands of your followers? What if instead of polishing your website and trying to make it perfect, you would set an advertising campaign first? All those 4 examples have one big thing in common. You first set up a certain external condition in place, and then those conditions force you to take action. You no longer depend on your willpower, on your mood, or the amount of free time you have available. You have no choice but to deliver. In a minute, I will tell you how I personally use this strategy to build the power habit of waking up early every single morning. And now let me show you a 3-step process that will help you set a perfect conditions in place. So step number 1 is choosing a goal. This one is obvious. First, we need to set a goal. Pick a goal that is really important to you, that would make a real difference in your life and possibly even in the lives of your close ones. It can be a health goal, a business goal, or any other goal that truly inspires you, that fills you with enthusiasm, the one you really want to achieve. And then make sure it's specific. Specific are ones that are easy to understand and leave no room for assumptions. Making their goal specific is what most people struggle with. For some reason, we tend to state our dreams and desires in abstract categories, as having lots of money, being beautiful, enjoying a happy family, or becoming slim. For your subconscious mind, these statements carry the same importance as small talk about the weather over a cup of coffee. They mean nothing. Specifics and small details are what set goals apart from daydreams and get you moving. An interesting experiment on goal setting has been conducted by researchers. Employees working for the same company were separated into 2 groups. One group was asked to do their best, while the other was given specific challenging assignments. The results were astonishing. People who were asked to do their best did worse than they were doing before. Why? Because doing your best is an abstract concept that gives no external reference for evaluation. What about the group that was given challenging goals? Almost everyone had met them, noticeably increasing overall productivity. The bottom line is, specific goals lead to specific results. The vague goals bring equally vague results. Another way of knowing that you've written a clear and powerful goal is to make it measurable. The easiest way to make your goals measurable is to introduce concrete numbers into your goal statement. For example, lose 20 pounds, increase company's profit by 15%, write 2 pages per day. Setting measurable goals allows you to prioritize your actions, track your progress, and stay in control. To put it simply, what gets measured gets done. Step 2 is brainstorm. Once you have chosen the goal, it's time to ask yourself a power question and brainstorm for several ways you can set up external conditions in place so your goal is inevitable. Ask yourself this: how can I make it so the outcome that I want to achieve is inevitable? Once you ask this question, your desired outcome stops being a goal that you need to work towards. And it is not a problem anymore that you need to figure out how to solve. Your mind starts going in completely different track. It starts spinning in other direction. The whole new set of ideas starts to come up. Your creative part gets actively involved to answer this question. Remember, this is all about external conditions. So, think about your goal. What are the conditions that you can set in your life so the result you want to achieve would become inevitable? It will happen no matter what. Even if you changed your mind and you didn't want to pursue this goal anymore, it would be too late. A word of warning. Often the conditions that come to mind feel uncomfortable. They often hold you accountable. They often feel scary. They often are way out of your comfort zone. The first thought usually is, yes, this would make the result I want inevitable, but I can't do it. If you feel scared or out of your comfort zone, congratulations, you're on the right track. Once you made a list of possible solutions, it's time for step number 3. Choose the most powerful option and set up those external conditions in place. Make a phone call and arrange a deal with your friend. Find a coach or a mentor. Announce your goal to your friends or subscribers. Make a bet. Hire a personal trainer or dietitian. Usually the conditions need to be set only once and the rest will be happening as a domino effect, on autopilot. Your only task is to get the first domino to fall. Let me tell you about my personal experience with inevitability thinking. Several years ago, I was working hard to install a new success habit. Get up at 6 a.m. every single morning. I failed over and over again until I asked myself, how do I make this inevitable that I wake up at 6 a.m. sharp no matter what? The answer came up immediately. Make a deal with my brother, where I have to email him a message every single morning before 6 a.m., or otherwise I give him $10. I hated this idea immediately, and that meant that it is going to work. So we made a deal, which he loved greatly, by the way. Now I jumped out of bed at 5:50 a.m., ran to my computer, turned it on in a great hurry, and rushed to send my little greedy brother his email. He didn't forgive even 1-minute delays. Excuses like my computer crashed or I didn't have internet connection didn't bother him as well. A deal is a deal, that's all he used to say. While performing this morning ritual, I was wide awake and fully alert, and after several months the habit was installed so firmly I didn't know how to get out of it. Here are some ways to set up inevitability conditions in place. Accountability partners. Have someone to hold you accountable. Mastermind groups. A group of people working together on a common goal can be incredibly powerful. Hiring a coach or a trainer. A system of rewards and punishments. You could use monetary punishments, like writing a $100 check to a charity cause that you don't support in case you don't do what needs to be done. public commitments, announcing something and reporting on the progress. Remember that conditions have to be external, so you won't have to rely on your willpower when achieving your goal. The conditions need to be set only once, and the rest starts happening automatically. If you liked this video on how to set goals the untraditional way, then make sure to subscribe to my channel right now for more advanced, little-known success strategies. Just click on the subscribe button. Also, if you want to become a true master of inevitability strategy and take your life to the next level fast, then I invite you to join my free training, 3-day Inevitable Results Challenge. I will personally help you choose a goal and pick the best set of external conditions so the results would be inevitable. To sign up for the free training, click the link below this video or go to arinanikitina.com/lp/challenge. I will be happy to help you put this strategy into action. And now I want to turn over to you. What is your most important goal you want to achieve right now? Let me know by leaving a quick comment below this video.